61. Asking about local laws. Context. Talking to a hotel receptionist about local rules before exploring the city. Hi, I'm new to the city and was wondering if there are any local laws or customs I should be aware of. That's a great question. Are you planning to visit any specific places? Yeah, I'll be exploring the city centre and visiting some cultural sites. In that case, you should know that public smoking is only allowed in designated areas. Also, littering carries a fine, so be sure to use trash bins. Good to know. What about taking photos? Most places allow it, but some religious sites have restrictions. It's best to ask before taking pictures inside temples or churches. Got it. And what about tipping? Is it expected here? Tipping isn't mandatory, but it's appreciated, especially in restaurants and for tour guides. Around 10% is standard. Thanks for the info. I just want to be respectful of the culture. That's great. Enjoy your time here. 62. Dealing with jet lag. Context. Talking to a fellow traveller at a cafe about adjusting to a new time zone. Hey, you look exhausted. Long flight? Yeah, I just arrived this morning, and the jet lag is hitting me hard. I know how that feels. How many hours difference is it from your home country? 8 hours. My body still thinks it's nighttime. That's rough. Have you tried staying outside in the sunlight? It helps reset your body clock. Not yet, but that sounds like a good idea. I was thinking about taking a nap. Be careful. If you sleep too long during the day, it'll be harder to adjust. Try to stay awake until bedtime here. Makes sense. Any other tips? Drink lots of water and avoid too much caffeine. It'll help you adjust faster. Thanks. Hopefully, I'll feel normal by tomorrow. 63. Finding vegetarians use vegan options. Context. At a restaurant, asking the waiter about vegetarian options. Hi, I'm a vegetarian. Do you have any vegetarian dishes on the menu? Yes, we do. We have a delicious vegetable curry, a tofu stir-fry, and a fresh avocado salad. That sounds great. Does the curry contain any dairy? No, it's completely vegan. We use coconut milk instead. Perfect. I'll have the vegetable curry, please. Great choice. Would you like some rice with that? Yes, please. Also, do you have any vegan desserts? Yes, we have a mango sorbet that's dairy-free. That sounds amazing. I'll take one. Thanks for your help. 64. Asking about safety in a destination context. Asking a local about safety tips while traveling in a new city. Hi, I just arrived in the city and wanted to ask, how safe is it for tourists? Welcome. Overall, it's pretty safe, but like any big city, you should be careful in crowded areas. Good to know. Are there any areas I should avoid? I'd avoid walking alone in the back streets at night. Stick to well-lit areas. That makes sense. What about using taxis or ride-sharing apps? Ride-sharing apps are safe, but always check the driver's details before getting in. If you take a regular taxi, make sure it's a licensed one. Got it. And is pickpocketing common? Unfortunately, yes, especially in touristy areas. Keep your bag in front of you and don't carry too much cash. Thanks for the advice. I'll be extra careful. 65. Tipping etiquette context. At a restaurant, asking about tipping rules. Hi, I just finished my meal, and I was wondering, what's the tipping culture here? Good question. In this country, Tipping isn't required, but it's appreciated. Most people leave around 10% in restaurants. Got it. What if I only had a coffee? For small orders like coffee,
For small orders like coffee, leaving some loose change is fine.
and what about hotel staff or taxi drivers? In hotels, tipping the housekeeping staff or the bellboy is common. For taxis, rounding up the fare is usually enough. That's really helpful. Thanks for the information. You're welcome. Have a great stay.
66. Talking about cultural differences. Context, talking to a fellow traveler about cultural differences while abroad. So, how are you finding the culture here? It's really interesting. There are so many small customs that I wasn't aware of. Like what? Well, for example, in restaurants, people don't tip as much as they do back home. And when greeting someone, they bow instead of shaking hands. Yeah, that's pretty common here. Did you experience any culture shock? A little. I wasn't sure about the proper way to behave in temples. But I learned that removing shoes before entering is a sign of respect. That's right. It's always good to learn the local customs before visiting. Definitely. It makes traveling more meaningful when you understand the culture. 67. Traveling with pets. Context, at an airport check-in counter, preparing to travel with a pet. Hi, I'm checking in for my flight, and I have my dog with me. Of course. Is your pet traveling in the cabin or as checked baggage? He's small enough to travel in the cabin with me. I have his carrier right here. Great! Let me check the paperwork. Do you have his health certificate and vaccination records? Yes, here they are. Everything looks good! The pet fee is $50 and you can keep him under the seat in front of you during the flight. Got it. Are there any restrictions on feeding him during the flight? It's best to feed him a little before takeoff and give him water as needed. Thanks for the info. 68. Understanding travel insurance context. At a travel agency, asking about travel insurance options. Hi, I'm booking a trip next month and wanted to ask about travel insurance. Absolutely. Are you looking for basic coverage or a more comprehensive plan? What's the difference? Basic coverage includes trip cancellations and lost luggage. Comprehensive coverage also includes medical expenses and emergency evacuation. I think I'd prefer the comprehensive one. How much does it cost? It depends on your destination and trip length. For a 2-week trip, it would be around $80. That sounds reasonable. Does it cover COVID-related issues? Yes, it includes medical expenses if you test positive during your trip. That's good to know. I think I'll go ahead and get it. 69. Dealing with a flight delay context. At the airport, asking an airline staff member about a delayed flight. Excuse me, I just saw that my flight to New York is delayed. Do you know how long the delay will be? Let me check. Yes, your flight is delayed by 2 hours due to weather conditions. Oh no! Will I still make my connecting flight? Let me see. Your original layover was 3 hours, so you should still have enough time. But if there are further delays, we can rebook you on the next available connection. All right. Will we get meal vouchers for the delay? Yes. Since it's a delay of more than 90 minutes, you're entitled to a meal voucher. You can collect it at the customer service desk. Thanks for the information. I appreciate it. 70. Handling lost luggage. Context, at the airport baggage claim, reporting a lost suitcase. Hi, my suitcase didn't arrive on the baggage carousel. What should I do? I'm sorry to hear that. Could you provide your baggage claim ticket? Sure, here it is. Thank you. Let me check. It looks like your luggage was delayed and will arrive on the next flight in 3 hours. Oh, okay. Can I have it delivered to my hotel? Yes, we can arrange that. Just fill out this form with your hotel details, and we'll send it as soon as it arrives. That would be great. Will I get a tracking number? Yes, here's your reference number so you can check the status online. Thanks for your help.
71. asking for recommendations on nightlife context. At a hotel reception, asking for suggestions on nightlife options. Hi, I was wondering if you could recommend some good places for nightlife around here. Of course. Are you looking for a nightclub, a bar, or something more relaxed? I'd love to check out a good cocktail bar first, and maybe later, a club with live music. That sounds like a great night. For cocktails, I recommend Sky Lounge. It has a rooftop view and an amazing selection of drinks. That sounds perfect. And what about live music? Jazz & Co. is a great spot if you like jazz, and if you're into dancing, Club Vibe plays international hits until late. Awesome! Do I need reservations? For Sky Lounge, it's better to book in advance. The clubs usually allow walk-ins, but weekends can be busy. Got it. Thanks for the tips. I'm excited to check them out. 72. Going to a casino context. At a casino reception, asking about rules and games. Hi, this is my first time in a casino. Can you explain how things work? Of course. Welcome. Do you have a membership card or would you like to register? I don't have one yet. Do I need one to play? You can play without it, but registering gives you access to member-only promotions and discounts. Sounds good. What are the most popular games here? We have slot machines, poker tables, blackjack, and roulette. If you're new, I'd recommend starting with slot machines or blackjack. Got it. What's the minimum bet for blackjack? The minimum bet is $10 per round. That sounds fair. Also, do you offer free drinks while playing? Yes. Complimentary drinks are available for active players. Nice. I think I'll start with the slot machines and see how it goes. 73. Attending a local festival context. Asking a local about a cultural festival happening in town. Hi. I heard there's a festival happening this weekend. Can you tell me more about it? Yes. It's the Spring Lantern Festival, one of our biggest annual celebrations. That sounds amazing. What can I expect? There will be a street parade, traditional dance performances, and lots of food stalls selling local delicacies. Wow! Is there a specific time when the main events happen? Yes, the parade starts at 6 p.m. and the lantern release is at 9 p.m. Oh, I'd love to see the lanterns. Is there a good spot to watch from? The best view is near the riverbank, but it gets crowded, so I'd suggest arriving early. Thanks for the advice. I can't wait to experience it. 74. Visiting a museum. Context: at a museum ticket counter, asking about exhibits and tickets. Hi, I'd like to visit the museum today. What are the ticket options? Hello, we have a general admission ticket for $15 and a premium ticket for $25, which includes access to the special exhibition. What's the special exhibition about? It's about ancient civilizations featuring rare artifacts from around the world. That sounds interesting. I'll take the premium ticket. Great choice. Would you like an audio guide as well? It's available in multiple languages. Yes, please. How long does it take to go through the whole museum? On average, visitors spend about 2 hours here, but you can take as much time as you like. Perfect! I'm really looking forward to it. 75. Exploring historical sites. Context: on a guided tour, asking the guide about a historical landmark. This castle is incredible! How old is it? It was built in the 12th century and has been an important landmark ever since. Wow, has it always looked like this? Not exactly. It was originally smaller, but expansions were made in the 15th century. That's fascinating. Were there any famous events that happened here? Yes, a major battle took place here in 1452, and it was once the residence of the royal family. That's amazing! Can we go inside? Yes, the tour includes access to the Great Hall, the Armory, and the old prison chambers. I can't wait to see it all.
76. Taking a taxi versus public transport context. Asking a hotel concierge for advice on transportation options. Hi, I need to get to the city center. What's the best way to get there? It depends on your preference. You can take a taxi, which is faster, or public transport, which is cheaper. How much would a taxi cost? A taxi ride to the city center would be around $20 and takes about 15 minutes, depending on traffic. And what about public transport? You can take the metro, it's only $2, and it takes about 25 minutes. That's much cheaper. How far is the metro station from here? It's just a 5-minute walk from the hotel. Sounds good. I think I'll take the metro. Thanks for the advice. So 77. Going on a safari context at a safari tour office, asking about the experience. Hi, I'm interested in booking a safari. Can you tell me more about the options? Absolutely. We have a half-day safari and a full-day safari. The half-day one lasts about 5 hours, while the full-day experience includes a lunch break and more wildlife spotting opportunities. That sounds great. What animals can I expect to see? You'll see elephants, giraffes, zebras, and if we're lucky, even lions and leopards. That's amazing. Is it safe? Yes. You'll be in a secure vehicle with an experienced guide. Just remember to follow their instructions at all times. Got it. I'd love to do the full-day safari. How much is it? It's $120 per person, including lunch and hotel pickup. Perfect. Sign me up. 78. Booking a spa treatment context at a resort spa, booking a massage session. Hi, I'd like to book a spa treatment. What options do you have? We offer deep tissue massages, aromatherapy, and hot stone therapy. That sounds amazing. What do you recommend for relaxation? Aromatherapy is perfect for relaxation. It includes essential oils that help relieve stress. That sounds great. How long is the session? We have a 60-minute session for $80 and a 90-minute session for $110. I'll go with the 90-minute one. Can I book for this afternoon? Let me check. Yes, we have availability at 3 p.m. Perfect. I'll take it. Thanks. 79. Going to a beach destination context, asking a local about the best beaches to visit. Hi, I'm visiting for a few days and was wondering, what's the best beach around here? Hi, if you're looking for a quiet spot, Palm Cove Beach is beautiful and not too crowded. But if you want more activities, Sunset Beach has jet skiing and parasailing. That sounds great. How far are they from here? Palm Cove Beach is about 20 minutes by taxi, and Sunset Beach is a bit further, about 40 minutes. I think I'd like to try Sunset Beach. Do they have restaurants nearby? Yes. There are several beachside cafes where you can enjoy fresh seafood. Perfect. Thanks for the recommendation. 80. Asking about water activities. Context at a tour office, inquiring about water sports options. Hi, I'd love to try some water activities. What do you offer? We have jet skiing, parasailing, snorkeling, and scuba diving. What interests you the most? I've never tried scuba diving before. Is it okay for beginners? Absolutely. We have an introductory course where an instructor guides you through everything. No prior experience needed. That sounds exciting. How long is the session? It's a 3-hour session including a briefing and practice time in shallow water before going deeper. That's perfect. How much is it? It's $90 per person, and all equipment is included. Great, I'll sign up for tomorrow.